Good afternoon. Welcome to the annual Athens High School Veterans Day Assembly. This year, our assembly has to take place online, but that doesn't mean we can't honor those who have served. First, we're going to hear from Senior Class President Matthew Sheehan.
Hello, my name is Matthew Sheehan. I'm the Senior Class President, and I'm here today to talk about Veterans Day. When Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner almost 200 years ago, he called America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Those words are as true today as they were back then. Throughout this nation's history, America's soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen have bravely answered this call to defend our freedom, to aid our friends and allies, and to turn back aggressors. We can never fully repay our debt of gratitude to the more than 650,000 American service members who died in battle for our country, or the 1.4 million who were wounded. We can, however, recognize and thank the 22 million veterans still living today. The following words are inscribed on the Korean War Memorial in Washington, D.C. Our nation honors her sons and daughters who answered the call to defend a country they never knew and a people they never met. Those words apply equally to many of our World War II, Vietnam War, Gulf War, and the War on Terror veterans as well. They apply to today's active duty service members, tomorrow's veterans who are helping to maintain peace throughout the world. Today, it is our privilege to say thank you to all America's veterans, to let them know that we appreciate them for their service, their honor, and their sacrifices they have made. The price of freedom is high. We cannot afford to forget those willing to pay for it. Today, we celebrate America's veterans for keeping this nation the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Next, we're going to hear from Lydia and Layla as they play taps. Thank you, Lydia and Layla. Next, we're going to hear from Mr. Springer as he talks about what Veterans Day means to him.
Good morning. I've been asked to share with you what Veterans Day means to me as being a veteran and what being a veteran means to me personally. How did my service to the country serve to make me who I am today? So I'll keep this short, but Veterans Day for me personally is a day out of each year where I do reflect. It's been almost 22 years, or it's been over 22 years since I left the military, and you get caught up in life where I don't think about being a veteran every day, but there are specific days of the year that I do reflect on, whether consciously or subconsciously. For example, Veterans Day, I think about consciously about being a veteran. It makes me reflect on my service to the country and my time and experiences in the military. And the other day I always think of, and this is more subconsciously, is October 10th. That I will find myself thinking about the military on October 10th every year without even actively thinking about it. And that's the day I entered into the service. And it is kind of funny when I'll be driving to work and think about, certain things about the military, and then I do realize, hey, I went into the military this many years ago. So for me personally, Veterans Day is a time of reflection. For others, each of us veterans observe Veterans Day in our own manner. For me, it's not about getting a thank you for being a veteran. I do appreciate those things. That's not what Veterans Day is about to me, whereas other veterans have their own practices on those days, so whether it's attending a parade, attending a memorial, or personally reflecting. And we all celebrate Veterans Day in our own ways, and it's important. And each person that I've talked to on Veterans Day who are veterans fondly remember certain aspects. We share stories, or we remember people who were no longer with us. that we lost or that we spent time with during the military. So that's the important thing about Veterans Day, is that it depends on who the individual is and how their service has affected them. Personally, the military shaped me in a way that other experience wouldn't have. It didn't make me the person that I am today. A series of my experiences and serving in the military happened to be one of them. It created core values in me and helped shape me to be who I am today. It didn't make me who I am today, but it did help shape me. And for us veterans, part of one of the core values of being a veteran is selfless service. We learn that through the military, and each of us serve for different reasons, but at its core, we provided a service to the country that we freely gave. And for me, selfless service has become one of my core values, and that's doing something for others and not expecting something in return. And I try to teach that to a lot of individuals, whether it be teachers, parents, or students. We all should do things for others no matter what, and not expect a thank you in return. And that is a core value for a lot of us veterans. We've served for all individual reasons, and those reasons are very important to us. Some had better experience than others. I had a very positive experience in the military. And like I said, there are times that it wasn't enjoyable, but I do believe that being a veteran has been important to me. And I'm more than willing to talk to anyone who would like to about being a veteran. So thank you, and I thank all the service of all our veterans out there.
Thank you, Mr. Springer. Next, we're going to hear from Senior Class Secretary Maya Martin as she shares with us a history of Veterans Day.
Veterans Day is a U.S. legal holiday dedicated to Americans veterans of all wars. In 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, an armistice or temporary cessation of hostilities was declared between the Allied nations and Germany in World War I, then known as the Great War. Commemorated in many countries as Armistice Day, the following year, November 11th became a federal holiday in the U.S. in 1938. In the aftermath of World War II and the Korean War, Armistice Day became legally known as Veterans Day. Veterans Day is not to be confused with Memorial Day, a common misunderstanding. According to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, Memorial Day, the fourth Monday in May, honors American service members who died in service to their country or as a result of injuries incurred during battle. While Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead, but especially gives thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. In many ways, Veterans Day is a celebration of their accomplishments.
Thank you, Maya. Before we wrap up this assembly, we're going to hear from the Athens High School Band. Thank you to the band for that wonderful video, and thank you to all of you for your time and attention today. Every day we should celebrate the accomplishments of our veterans and also be thankful for their sacrifices. I'd like to personally challenge you over today and this coming weekend to thank as many veterans as you possibly can. Thank you, and have a great day.